everyone, welcome to the Movieception Show. My name is Reba, and tonight we actually just had Netflix to Doom. They presented a lot of their projects that are coming out this year, whether it be television or movies. And if there's one that I'm really excited about to see, it's actually Wake Up Dead Man. Now, I actually just came back from a game, so I'm just now covering all of this right now, but yes, when it comes to Wake Up Dead Man, I mean, honestly, just my whole love for Knives Out series. It's just, yeah, I'm a huge fan of the Knives Out series. I still remember watching the first one back, what was it, 2019, I believe, seeing that in Thanksgiving, and just how much I was blown away by that movie. I was so entertained. And then when I heard that they were going to do a sequel for it, I was super excited. I also watched Glass Onion. Now, one of the things I do not like is the fact that that Glass Onion and now this film are particularly streaming. That was something that I really do not like, and I've always been very open about this. Like, I get where Tenserentis is when it comes to his opinions about streaming versus theater, but let's be honest, theater is far more superior. I feel like the whole experience is just a lot more elevating. But I know he's doing I know there's going to be the exception with the Narnia movie, but and I know they actually did at least put Glass Onion in that 1 week that it was in theaters, and I actually was fortunate enough to do that, and I honestly felt like I enjoyed it more watching in theaters than like when it dropped in streaming. So I do hope, I'm crossing my fingers, I do hope that Wake Up Dead Man is going to follow in the same footsteps. It's going to be the same practice. But even that being the case, I'm very excited to see the fact that we are getting another Knives Out movie. That means we're going to see Daniel Craig is going to be back as Benoit Blanc. That means we're going to have another mystery to solve. I'm very, very excited. I know they were kind of teasing the new movie a little bit. It seems a little bit more ominous compared to anything else before. It does seem very creepy in a way, because it does seem so that there might be going to kind of like this really creepy house. But we'll see about that. It has a very packed cast for sure. I mean, I remember just like the whole last year, they would just keep dropping name after name after name, whether Josh O'Connor, Jeremy Renner, Mila Kunis, Josh Brolin. I mean, it's just a big cast. I mean, that's one of the reasons why these movies are so great, because they have such incredible ensemble cast. But yeah, I cannot wait to see this film. I believe they dropped the date announcement and I think some more teasers for the film. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right down into the first footage of Wake Up Dead Man.
Whoa, dead.
The impossible crime.
Won't you spare me over till another year?
Oh, okay.
For a man, a reason. This is
The Holy Grail.
Holy Grail, okay.
This was dressed as a miracle. It's just a murder. And I solved murders.
I'll open the door to heaven or hell.
Interesting. Oh, hey. Coming soon. That was a quick preview for Wake Up Dead Man right there. I mean, I wasn't expecting a whole lot out of it. We do get to see at least a little bit of the cast, like Jeremy Renner, Kerry Washington, Mila Kunis. So we actually got to see a little bit more of it. Now, as I suspected, it's going to be a little bit more ominous. Now, it does seem as though that it's almost taken like a similar direction with what happened with the Hercules Poirot. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but you know, the Kenneth Branagh movies with the Agatha Christie mystery whodunit movies. It almost seems as though that it's kind of taking like the same direction with that, because if I recall, the third movie, Haunting in Venice, was also kind of a little bit more spiritual and ominous. It was a little bit more haunting, and that's kind of what the vibe I'm getting here with Wake Up Dead Man. Now, it does seem as though that it is going to be very heavily connected with a lot of religious elements from the looks of it, because I keep hearing the church bells. They keep showing the churches. They even happen to be in a room church. So it does seem as though that's going to be somewhere around that angle. Although it doesn't really give off too much what the plot itself is going to be, which honestly, I'm kind of okay with that. I mean, the whole point of this teaser was that was supposed to kind of be more of a date announcement. I think if I'm getting this right, it's December 12th, 2025. I know they were kind of teasing that before. I think that was kind of what a lot of us were figuring out. I think that is the date for sure. Now, I'm still wondering if we're still going to get the theoretical release for it. That's something I'm going to like actually look up in just a bit. I'm really hoping that they do put it in theaters, because I think for something like Knives Out, it really deserves to be in theaters. And I think for that film, like Glass Onions did so well because of the fact they actually did have a little bit of that limited theater release. And I think once that happened, the word of mouth was there. And then once it did end up on streaming, it just blew up. Like, I mean, at one point, it was one of the most popular. It ended up on their like most popular list or something like that for a while. And then, of course, a lot of other movies came in and it kind of just got knocked off that chart. But even that being the case, like, I think it proves once again that if you put something in theaters and then it ends up on streaming, then it's going to be even more successful. That's just my ideology on this. And I think there's even stats that prove that. But yeah, I mean, I'm very excited to see this movie. I cannot wait when we actually get the full trailer for this, because it does seem very different. It seems the most unique of the Knives Out movies in terms of the tone and the setup of it. I'm very, very curious. It does give me a little bit more of the vibes of like how this kind of happened with the Hercule Poirot movies as well. So I wonder if, you know, this is why they kind of have to shift a little bit with the tone. But even that being the case, I cannot wait when we actually get the full trailer. I'm going to be doing a reaction for that. But even that being the case, let me know your thoughts, having now kind of seen the first, I would just say, preview of Wake Up Dead Man. I know we kept getting like photos, but this is kind of the first that we actually kind of seen like an actual like video. It does seem as though that we are going to be getting this December 12th, 2025. So we're kind of keeping up with the whole holiday vibes with this film. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Having not seen it, or do you agree with the fact that it's taking a little bit more of a spiritual, religious, ominous kind of vibe than what we ever seen before with the Knives Out series? What are your thoughts with this kind of tonal shift that we're seeing with Wake Up Dead Man? What do you think about the cast? Because I mean, it's super, super packed. It has some really great, talented actors in there. What do you think about that? It's coming in, you know, December 12th, 2025. But do you think we're gonna get theater release? And whether or not that gets decided, do you want it to be in theaters? I mean, I've had my experience with it with both the movies, the first two movies, and I would like to see it in theaters, but maybe you have other thoughts. And let me know if you have any other comments and your thoughts below. Make sure to like and subscribe.